Hey guys, it's good to see you again, and today we are going to talk about the Seven Nights update as a whole. A little bit of an overall review or a recap on what happened. Was it good? Was it bad? A little bit of both, maybe. So let's get into it. We'll go ahead and point out the good things that happened during this collab, the bad things, and then what could have been done to fix those. So let's start. Okay, initially, I really liked the character model, the aesthetics. Looks like they really came from an RPG environment. If you played Suikoden 1 or Suikoden 2, the outfits are similar. Delon's looks like Pesmerga, and then Eileen's outfit looks like she came from the elf village, so that's really cool. The background music is also good. It's soothing and tense at the same time, so that's nice. And looking at what the characters can do, everyone has a good skill set. Very fluid. They're easily cancelable. The leadership of all of the characters are really good. Per color, it's 55% increase to the attack. They are pretty flexible, can do both PvE and PvAI, and I think Rudy is the one who stands out for live PvP. All of the characters have meta effects. Delons have the super armor, immunity, the darkness, damage over time. And then Shane has super armor and power charge, insane power charge rate. Eileen has shock damage. Rachel has super armor and dot explosion. Rudy has hyper armor 24/7. So yeah, and their common denominator is the power charge rate. So that their core is really useful for endgame content like Team Relay Challenge and the like. So another good thing about this collab is that all the option cards are good. They're really good. So let's take for example the craftable card. I equipped it to Rudy. Okay, so this one kind of does it all. Increase attack by 5% and then decrease skill cooldown by 1 second. And then this effect is really good in League. Increases attack by an additional 10% for 5 seconds and grants super armor for 1.5 seconds when tagging in. It's kind of like the Summer Nights Vice and Mature set, but it's on an option card. So this option card can really be annoying at League. The other one is this option card, the Seven Nights. This is a more PvE centric option card. Also increases attack, increases critical rate, and obtains 2% of power. Yeah, that really spells Team Relay Challenge. The other option card is equipped to Eileen. This one, Immortal Successor. Increases active skill damage by 8%, also decreases skill cooldown 1.2 seconds, and has a 20% chance to gain super armor for 3 seconds when attacked. So this is like the Tekken option, but minus the crit, but the active skill damage is increased and it has decreased skill cooldown by 1.2 seconds. Not that much, but that is pretty good. when combined with all of those effects. So yeah, we have a very strong welfare character in Rachel.
How absurd!
She's the best one to date. Okio, Armor King, Welfare Rock, and even Gintama Elizabeth does not hold a candle on how good this girl is. I've already made a video about Rachel, so if you want you can just watch it. She's only at 3-star awakening, not really the max potential that I showed, but you can see how good she is at this state. And then, what else? These units can steamroll content with their 7 Knights Imprint Stone. So, yeah, as you have seen before, my Delons is only a 3-star awakening, but with a Fest, a Caniset, and regular cooldown cards, it can still reach up to that much, 58,000, with a enhancement plus 10 7 Knights Imprint Stone. So basically right sticking up some steroids on your character. And now let's go to the bad stuff. There will be a lot. I'll try to run this down as quickly as I can. Okay. Number 1, Split Banner. Split Banner is really terrible for the Awakening era. If this was released during the times of Tekken, Sabsho, that's fine, but as you know, getting a copy of a character is not enough now. Second, all characters are fests, so the rates when pulling for collab characters are really terrible. We have no saving grace for a good gold border collab character now, like we used to. Another thing is that 2 PTs might not be enough. Yeah, that's how bad the rates are for this collab. And in relation to that, this event serves as a precedent to save more rubies in the future. So for whales, they have to spend more money in the future. And for us free to plays, we have to skip all banners except collab if you want to complete the collab or if you care about it. Yeah, so that's gonna be tough. Oh yeah, another bad thing is no collab time attack. So extra sorts of rubies gone. Okay, and another bad thing that happened during this update is that TRC or the Team Relay Challenge is bugged, or was it fixed? Was it supposed to be this way originally? I don't know. But we are unable to spam skills in the middle of a finisher from our supports. And another thing is the 7 Knights Battle Pass. It's really overpriced. It pales in comparison to the original Battle Pass. Now, if they offered something with more ROI or return of investment up front, maybe it's good, but yeah, you have to spend a lot to get the most out of it. Okay, and another thing that I didn't like about it, again, this might be subjective, but the voice acting of the characters, it sounds like they're reading lines from a MOBA like Dota, League of Legends, or Mobile Legends. Just for an example, let's try here the lines.
Be gone! Be gone! Your life ends here!
See, the way they say it and the lines that they're saying is like when you're controlling the character in the 5 versus 5 tower defense and you're trying to get them from point A to point B.
Your life ends here!
Not really for me. Okay, One more thing that I didn't like is the Carnival event. It was released days after the first banner for 7 Nights dropped, so most players who saved up and summoned on the first day of the collab missed out on a lot of rewards because of this. The devs decided to lessen the cost of the weekly battle card dungeon, but it doesn't do much because the drop rates were really bad. You will have to burn a lot of AP potions just to get good cards to get more points. Now, we are going to talk about how it could have been fixed. One thing that they could have done for the split banner is to feature again the rate up system for new characters. Same thing they're doing with the United banner. So here, just to set an example, Hotaru is the new fast character, and if you look at the rate, she's at 1%, like a introductory rate for a new character or a new fest. What they could have done is allow this for the split banners to be featured with this mechanic. Select one character from from each banner to have it rated up to 1%, and that's it. You're locked in. You can no longer change it once you selected it. I mean, at least do that. And then they could have already fixed the team relay bugs. So those people that were supposed to clear Immortal Victor could have cleared it for more rubies, for more enhancement hammers. And they should have restored the regular schedule of championship or time attack. Again, like what I said earlier, not everyone is on the same time zone. For the 7 Nights Battle Pass, they could have cut the price at least 30%, and if they're really generous, 50%, but I don't know. And one more thing, they could have coincided events, because if you have been playing Marvel Future Fight, it looks like their marketing team has their handprint, or not hand, fingerprints all over this collab. Because if you have played that game before, you'll remember that there will be crystal spending events that doesn't coincide with the current update that you're having. It doesn't coincide with the uniform sale or Black Friday sale, something like that. So there. Some thoughts about the 7 Night Stones. We have already seen some power creep before in the form of cards for set and option. Originally we were using Kula sets, the My Favorite Things, and then Noah and Kaya arrived, so that shifted the meta a lot. And then we saw the arrival of the 5-star option cards that are specific to each fighter. Now, what I'm thinking is that they will try to do these Imprint Stone exclusives as well to the original KOF fighters. Now, they can monetize it. I'm not sure how, but if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I don't even want to mention it. So some final thoughts about this collab. I'm hoping that this is the only time that the devs does a split banner, because I think they are milking the Korean server or Korean player base. I think that's what Ark said in the Discord. They're milking the Korean player base because 7 Nights is a really popular game in that country. Because if this kind of split banner has been implemented, let's say for Street Fighter, They're gonna split the banner into two, Ryu and M. Bison, and then Ken and Chun-Li. Oh, that would be terrible. If they're still dead set on monetizing a collab, maybe they could introduce one paywall character that is good. Because we had a paywall character in Tekken before, that is Ling Xiao Yu, but she can barely be seen in content or gameplay right now. Another thing is that they need to give out more memories during these events. I've been sucked dry with the memories, although I still have some selectors, but I'm really careful on how to use them and when to use them. And the last thing is that the fest sets that we have in the United banner, they're still performing a bit better than the regular 5-star collab sets. So maybe next time when we get a collab, we might, or maybe a fest collab set might be in the works. So there are my final thoughts on an overall recap. For me, the 7-night experience is
sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
50-50, a bit of a good, a bit bad, because of it. The split banner really turned me off, but the characters are very good, skill set wise, they're very useful, looks good, but at the expense of so many rubies, it really stings. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy the collab, or did you have a bad time with the experience? Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you again for watching. Take care.